Recently, I did a video where I was tagged by Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, hashtag my journal journey. Yeah, that was it. And so I've been doing a series showing my journals because I just kind of showed a little peek of them all. And, well, speaking of Barbara, this is when she first found me, is when I was working on this journal. So let's go ahead and do that one first. These are kind of my... Well, this one I don't know yet. I'm still holding on to it, I guess. No one's requested it, so. But, you know, I kind of love it, and I don't know if I'm ready to let go of it yet. So, this is a mixed media journal, and very foresty feel to it. Very grungy feel to it. Also some brightness, because, you know, I don't mind a little brightness in the grunge of it all. And there's a video of me making this journal if you want a closer, faster look. I mean, closer, slower look for it. Little ruffles. Just did all the things. Let's see. I think that's... Oh, this is a little tuck right here. I just tucked that little thing. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at this, so I'm kind of glad I still have it because, I don't know, it's just fun. And then I could see some of the things I did. This was inspired by P at PM Artist Studio, that kind of a border. And, oh, that's where I have one of these. This is sort of like similar to what Gail was making the other day, except for it doesn't have the clear pocket. I made it a little different, but it was inspired by Gail when I first saw her making those. I think she uses them as inserts, but you could also use them to glue on a page. And got some sewing on some of these. I like when I do the sewing. It's kind of a pain to do it, but I do like it. And we have these in here. And that was just a piece I had, and then I finally found a place to put it. So I like pockets that are a little on the wonky side. And then there's that. Got lots of stamping, gesso, stenciling, and all the things, and just gluing random things down, because that's what I do. I glue random things. But, you know, oh, and then this pocket here. This is, I just folded the other side of the page kind of weird, and it ended up as a pocket. Actually, I think this one goes here, and this one goes back here, and this one can go wherever. You can even go over here. And I do have, oh, yeah, that's right, I forgot about. So the short pages, bigger, all different size pages. This is like a little hidden paper clip with a little fabric flip and a thing at the top. I can't remember the name of the girl that I first saw do that. But I'll have to find the video where I made these so I can link it below. And I do say who she is in that video. Oh, that's in the paper clip. And let's see, that's not a pocket on that side, but it is a pocket on this side. So I used some of the doodly papers that I had made. So if you want collage papers and you don't paint, then you can stamp, you can stencil, you can just doodle, draw lines, make mark making, and you have some fun pieces to use. That's my grandpa's writing right there. These are just little bits stuck in there. Clusters. I used a bunch of clusters in here. That's one of my painty one of my mixed media tags. I had made a bunch of watercolor backgrounds using, actually inks probably, with stencils, and so I cut those down and have a bunch of stuff for those. That one's one. That was a video too. He's hiding back there. And always him. He's like on almost all my things, journals probably. Love that little chipmunk too. If I'm going to keep this, I need to like do something with it. Play in it, do something. I think I was thinking about gluing that down, but I never did. Ah, his wing. Sorry, Mr. Butterfly. That's what happens when you don't glue your butterflies down. Their wings might get a little bit messed up. And when I did the flip through on this, I don't know if I pulled everything out because I had just done the whole series, so I don't know. Hopefully I did. Let's see, we have some very interesting, alright, so couldn't tell you what I did on this page, but there's a pocket here And that is just attached there. And then this is a little notepad thing with the book page, but it kept getting caught, so I folded it over. Ooh, this is one of my favorite. I could do some embossing on there. I gotta remember to do embossing. I saw Barbara do that the other day with the nesting circle stamp. That is a watercolor piece that I actually did myself. A cluster stuck in there with the owl. A lot of glittery shininess in here. I'm not usually a shiny person, but it's kind of fun to have the juxtaposition of the shiny with the grungy. I don't mind that. I stuck these in here to play with. Got a couple of clusters in there to play with. So let's see, what is this? This is, sometimes the painty papers start to stick a little bit. That I think is supposed to be glued down, but it could be a tuck, potentially. There's a little paper clip holding that on. I haven't made those flowers in a long time. And he must have been on this side of the paper clip. See, this background, I had it for a long time because it didn't really go with anything. But you know what? It doesn't not go. So it ended up in here. Got a little tuck spot here. A little tuck spot there. He is in a little pocket there. Just glued another journal card over there, and then there's the, I think I vacillated on whether that was a tuck. It's partly glued down. And it's a canvas cover with some denim sewn and lots of inks thrown at it. And it's just a really fun mixed media journal, which I haven't, I'm still hoarding it. It's still looking at it. And this is one of my journals that I made for myself that I also haven't done anything in. But it has my kit that I made. So it's, oh, here's a little notepad. And it's got a little paste to tuck that down there so they don't flap all over the place. But it has ideas, which is nice. So we have like a little flip. That flips all the way out. And some inking. And that's cut out and put on a piece of scrapbook page. Some stenciling. Dunkin' Donuts. I'm a Dunkin' girl in a Starbucks world. That was off-key. Really bad. So this kit is in my Ko-fi shop. It's free. It was a giveaway. It's one of my favorite kits I've ever made. And it was a giveaway. Look, I did another one of these little, this is a, oh, this is just, oh, this is what this is. Journaling space. So this could be another one of my idea books because there's stuff in here that I don't always remember and think of. It's one of my favorite kits I ever made, but you guys get to have it for free. It took a long time for me to make it too. So you just have to go to the Ko-fi shop and get it. And I think I put permission, I think I put something in there so that you could get it printed at Staples. But if you ever like need like written permission to print something of mine, just send me a message at my email, Darcy's Mixed Media, and I will, whatever they need me to say, I'll say, and so that you can get it printed. Because sometimes people, they won't, because they're like, we can't reprint it because of copyright and whatnot. And I'm like, nah. First of all, it was free, so, you know, why wouldn't they be able to? That is an original gel print, one of my favorites. Yes, I will sometimes put my favorites in my books because they're my books. And why not have more Grover? I mean, I've got a whole book of Grover, but why not also add him in here, and he's a pocket that's empty. And I don't know if I'll add charms or not. This was a die cut from my friend Lori. And that's just, I turned that, I think it was a tag, and I turned it into a little flip. Beep! Love these little cats. This background here is one of my favorites. You can't necessarily tell that there's like, I changed the background, what the original paper was. So that's what I'll do a lot, is I will find a seamless pattern and take away the background and then add my own backgrounds to make it more me. Like that's what I did with this. This was a pattern that I got, that I licensed to use, and then added my own background to it. So it's, you know, to me more interesting. I like making digitals, but they get stressful. Well, apparently I was running out of stuff. Oh, that's a card from my grandma. I love these dyed papers. They worked really well. I think the dyed papers I made originally for a music journal, which was my mom's friend, bought for her grandniece. So yeah, so I like to like have pieces that you can put together on a tag. So like this is an easy fussy cut, and then you just add your background, add your layering pieces however you want them to be, and the background, you know, changes it up. And those were my Year of the Bunny. Those were also in my coffee shop. And I love quilts, so if I'm making a journal for myself especially, I'm probably going to put quilts. And these were some background pieces that I made in a video as well. Should really tag that, put that below too. I don't know, I'll try to put any related videos below. And then this is, I think this is a, yeah, this is one of the Amazon packaging envelopes. And it's covered in coffee dyed ticking, and I don't think I showed this real close before. The reason I can't sell this is because of this, because this is the Rendale, and she doesn't let you sell things with her napkins on them, which is kind of dumb because, you know, this one I've made more recently. She'd sell more napkins is what I'm saying. And I think I've added stuff since the last time you've seen it. See these little jumping kids? They're all throughout here because Gyo Fujikawa, that's another one from her book, has these adorable pictures and whatnot. And you'll see some things in here that I've made recently. And also she was ahead of her time. She was an artist that made books back in the 60s, I think. And you will notice, she was Japanese, I believe. And as you see the children in this book, you'll see that they are not just little white kids with blonde hair. There's a little redheaded kid. That's from Patty's Garden, one of the digitals in my shop. That's some of the bubble paper I made. Little faux stamp that I made. And, oh, see? Little black girl. She's so cute. She went really well with the pink flowers. So they're all jumping. But yeah, and she had like all Asian children, redheaded children, because back then I don't think redheaded children were featured much either. Asian characters and children, and just all kinds of cuteness. So, and I think because her art was so popular, that they didn't, or even if they did tell her, no, you need to just do this or this, she would have been, no, I'm gonna be inclusive. Oh, look, I think I'm gonna have to add something to that side because that has ripped completely. And this is just drop paper that was like that paint paper that you get at the hardware store. So sometimes I'll use that. And then we've got a little girl doing some embroidery. If I was doing it, it would just be slow stitching. There we go. And gel plate prints and that pretty dyed paper. So some of this is grungy, some of this, see, look, there's the cat that's jumping and the boy jumping. I just filled the whole, because they make me happy. So I just, spread them out throughout the whole journal. And also some Mary Engelbreit, because why not? But if you have something with like a lot on the outside, just put a square of something in the middle and it just kind of brings it all together. So some of the things you've seen in the last month or so, you see in my journals, because I like to try to keep, this is a side tuck, I try to keep some for ideas and whatnot. And I had used leather, and this is fabric, the fabric that I painted. I did some painty fabric a while back. And I did some lace, because this was going to be my edge book, but because Gail Augustinelli was doing her edge book. So this one, the pages could change anytime, but this is canvas. This is one of my favorite covers. It's got denim also, and the crochet lace, also some of my favorites. And it is removable pages, and it just has stuff I like. It just, this is kind of like what I would call my commonplace journal, even though it doesn't have a lot in it yet. It will. I'll keep adding to it over time. Like this couch right here is in here because I'm going to glue it in here because I really love that couch. I want a couch like that, but I don't have a eclectic couch money. So, and that's Galentine's Day from my friend Heather. She's not on Facebook, but she is on. She's not on YouTube, but she is on Facebook and Instagram. Expressions in Journalism, and I have her book. She wrote a book on junk journaling, and oh, this was from Sue. at the Crafting River in Australia. She sent that to me. And this, my brother did a digital scruffy for me because I was doing a journal. So I kept one of those. All the rest of them went in the journal, but I had like a master board that I made, so I kept one. And just a nice little postcard that I liked. And I've got too much stuff in here, I'm sure, but as I fill it out, I'm probably, oh, that's my birthday. I'm probably going to need to, the squirrel, to take some pages out, but we'll figure that out as we go. Eeyore, because I love Eeyore. That's just a way I used to make tags a lot. I would collage and then gesso, but that's as far as I got on that one. I didn't do the stenciling, stamping, modeling paste that I tend to do more now. And my mom loved Precious Moments, so get that in there. And No Bake peanut butter cookies. That's falling apart. Ice Box cookies. Those are the, you know, the oatmeal, the No Bake oatmeal ones. My mom used to make those. If I make them now, I can't make them with peanut butter because my son's girlfriend is allergic. But she doesn't really like chocolate either, so I don't know. Depends if she's going to be here or not. And I had made a whole bunch of these. A lot of them I sent to Patty at Fairy Tales and Fireflies. This is, I think that's from my friend Heather. We'll find out when we get to the other side. Those owls are just so cute. And that's one of my favorite scrapbook papers that I found. This was one of the first mixed media tags that I made a long time ago. And then just little bits that were in stuff. And then Pokey Little Puppy, because we love the Pokey Little Puppy. Just started doing a little... oh no, that was from Joel. I keep thinking it's from Heather, but it's from Joel. And this was from... I think I've done this recently. I think I've done a flip through of this recently. But since I was doing all the journals, I decided to go ahead. This was from Jovi. And I decided to go ahead and go through it again. A little mouse, a card, these little things. This was pretty paper from Cheryl in the UK. We did a swap one time. And I think the map back here is, no, that's Michigan, but the other side is Massachusetts. Another one of those. I use food coloring to dye these, in case anybody's wondering. And then that's just a little from the book, Peter Rabbit, little ducky duddle, little green frog, and these were some of the cardstock, but some of the first pages I dyed, or maybe not, I don't know. And then strawberries. This is a page dedicated to my mom. This is a piece of the quilt that my great grandmother made me that I took apart because it was falling apart. And then we've got I Love Dumbo and the mom in the Dumbo. And I didn't realize how, now that I realize that I may be on the spectrum, kind of makes me feel a little more like Dumbo. Except for, you know, I had a mask all my life, so I'm done with that. I don't want a mask anymore. I'm in my 50s and I just don't want a mask anymore. A little sack in there. Morigyo Fujikawa. Little squirrel. Paperclip. That's actually a copy of a page that I did. Oh, here's a page. That's just my grandpa's handwriting. My aunt just kind of gave me all his paperwork and whatever books. He had some books too. I kept a couple of them. And this is a card that was sent to my great-grandmother from my grandma a long time ago. So that's in there. This one's from Heather. So I knew there were cards. Heather's much better at sending cards than I am. Much, much better. I'm terrible at sending cards. But I make it up for her. I make it up and I just bring her stuff when I come up and visit. So... try not to bring too much stuff though, because you know I don't want to clutter up her. Let's see, was there another one? I think that's all for this video. If this was one I made the most recently, the Mixed Media Envelope Journal, which is now hashtag Mixed Media Envelope Journal, and there is a recent flip through of this, so I'll link that below if you want to see that flip through and you haven't seen it yet. You will see it mentioned a lot because I know that Carrie the Crafter is making one, and Mariah talked about making one, and Paula on Maker's Facebook group is making one. And so Carrie was like, you might want to put a hashtag on that, so I did. It's hashtag Mixed Media Envelope Journal. So those are the journals I showed today. this is my new, this is one of my favorites because that's the, I don't think I mentioned it, but that is a piece of the quilt that I talked about before. That my great-grandma made me way back in 1975. So, trying to figure out how to lay these out because, I have to take a picture now. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.